Hello, my lovely Taurus. Welcome to your mid-month bonus reading, bonus love reading for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. Remember, the sign with the most likes and the sign with the most views will get a bonus live reading. So I'll be announcing the signs that will be getting the bonus live readings in my community tab, as well in the stories, and I'll let you know when I go live. So make sure if you subscribe, and I'd love it if you did, that your notifications are turned on. Your playlist I will link up here to catch all the Taurus readings. And so let's get to it. You've got the Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Five of Cups. This is, in case I didn't say it already, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. So make sure you check out all your other aspects as well. You've got two twos here, so maybe two is of significant meaning for you. That could be highlighting your partnerships at this time. I do feel like there is some feeling of someone coming back into your life, even if you don't want them to. But I feel like they're trying to plead their case, trying to say like they really want to make this work. They really want to be that stable partner that you've been seeking for quite some time. Those of you that are single, and even if you're not, you might still have someone from your past trying to come in. I feel like this person is trying to tell you like they feel lost without you. I feel like a part of you may miss them. However, I feel like you've got a different viewpoint now in terms of what you really want, need, desire, deserve. This feels like you already know that the energy from the past is just too stagnant, has just not gone anywhere past, present, and you don't see it going anywhere in your future. I do feel like for the most part, you know what you seek. You want some sort of promise of stability, some sort of knowing that whoever it is that you end up with, whoever it is that you want to be with or pursue or have something long term, that not only is it stable, but that you can build and grow together, and that there's not just minimal effort, but rather equal effort, equal give and take, an opportunity to really get to know each other, build together. And I'm hearing work on your dreams together. So whatever that means to you, I feel that is of significant meaning. Now, I do have to warn you, because Spirit is saying very, very clearly that a part of you may feel a little bit melancholy, a bit somber at the thought that you are looking at turning this person away from your past, you know, or it feels as though like maybe once upon a time, if you would have gotten your shit together, then I would have been all for it. And I feel like, Taurus, some of you are like, it hurts me to think that this is the person that I really wanted at one point in my life. And I know that this person will never change. Okay. So keep that in mind. The Hierophant card just peeked through, and that is your card. So I do feel like you very much are very strong and stable in your own energy, in your own power. You are feeling empowered to very clearly communicate and say, I know what I want, I know what I don't want, and all the BS that happened in the past was not, you know, it was not the business. I'm not interested in that now or in the future, and I endured it for far too long, is what I'm hearing. In terms of, you know, those of you that are dating or looking at relationships, you know, if you are in a committed relationship, marriage, or, you know, maybe you're just dating around, going back and forth, I do feel like you've got some choices here. You have a choice to continue to pursue someone who is worth your time, energy, effort. Someone who, again, reciprocal energy, has the same values and work ethic as you, wants also the same type of, you know, characteristics. And I keep hearing the word ethics, so that could be important for someone if you were with someone who was just not a very good person in terms of how they treated people, right? And I feel like you have it's like a total turnoff, and you have this specific viewpoint of the type of qualities and characteristics a person should or would have for you coming in. And so now that you know what you don't want and what was a total turnoff, even if you did indulge or endure for quite some time, you know you're not looking back anymore. That's not something that's going to go with you in the present or in the future. I do feel like maybe at one point you may have turned a blind eye to that type of behavior in the past. There was a part of you that just kind of, I feel like you almost felt embarrassed and hurt by that person's behavior and how they made other people feel. So there's still a little bit of that residual energy from the past that's kind of lingering, that you really do need to do yourself a favor and just cut that shit out. Like literally cutting cords, cutting energetic cords, soul karmic ties that you may have to either the person, the energy, the, you know, harshness of the past. I feel like it left a very impressionable marking on you. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the 5 of Cups. That I feel like as much work as you may have put into previous relationships, I keep hearing none of that matters anymore because they're not the one for you. Okay. So I just feel like Spirit is most definitely reminding you of the reasons why it didn't work out with that person and why it would never work out in the present moment, because it would literally be you going backwards. And it's kind of sad because I feel like there's a lot of, again, that melancholy energy where you're kind of sad about it. Like, wow, I really did think that this person could have been the one at one point or another. Like, why was I in, I don't mean to laugh at you, but I just feel like some of you are like, what the F was wrong with me? Why did I even indulge in that at all? Right? The 2 of Swords is really like, you were both coming from 2 different directions. And I feel like your idea of a love story, of a partnership, of the one that you wanted to be with is very much different from what that person was offering. So those of you that are in current relationships, if you do have someone from the past, don't let this person come in and upset you, confuse you, make you feel like you chose the wrong one, make you feel like you're missing out. Because I do feel like this person has a way of manipulating you in that way, right? Like almost saying like, oh, your current partner can't give you what I could, or doesn't know how to make you happy the way I did. And if you really think about it, you're just like, when did you make me happy is what I'm hearing. Okay. So that applies to some of you, of course, not all of you. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We are going to go into this a little bit deeper, a little bit further. The Wheel of Fortune just peeked through as I was saying that. So if you are in a current relationship, I do feel like you are very much in that energy of wanting to be a little bit more vulnerable, wanting to talk about your dreams, goals, wishes, and, you know, how do you see yourself in the future? How do you see us in the future? Do you see a future with us? I feel like some of you have big goals and dreams of perhaps buying a house or a second house, traveling, having these huge life moments and having someone to share that with. Some of you are going to want to start a business or have recently started a business. You want to know how this person fits into the world of entrepreneurship, if they're even supportive at all. I feel like you value their opinion and, you know, their input altogether, right? But let's get to it with this 5 of Cups. What does the 2 of Swords and 5 of Cups? I feel like you're kind of brushing away that like sad, melancholy feeling here, right? So the High Priestess, she's got her eyes closed here because she's trusting her intuition. She's really tapping into her inner psychic, her goals, dreams, wishes that she's writing in this book. She's journaling. She's tapping into the knowledge from within herself, right? They both have moon energy here as well. Some of you may have a Taurus moon, you know, or check out your moon sign reading, see if that applies to your situation. But the High Priestess, I do feel like those of you that are tapping into your psychic gifts, skills, abilities, it could have been this type of toxic and traumatic relationship that just kind of triggered an awakening to these gifts, where Spirit just said, listen, homegirl, you need to pay attention to those intuitive nudges. You need to pay attention to the red flags and the signs that we're helping you become aware of. We're trying to alert you to it. And if you are working on those, you know, psychic gifts, skills, abilities, trusting your intuition, I do feel like it will come in strongly this month if it hasn't already. Okay. Now, I do feel that for some of you, if you were in a relationship with someone who was very tough with you on an emotional, mental level, right? This is someone who really, I hate to say this, but they enjoyed making you feel bad. And I will always preach self-love, self-care, and building your self-worth up to know that you are deserving more of you're deserving of so much more, that you don't have to settle for that type of behavior, for that type of connection or relationship. You are not stuck in those types of situations, right? What's the advice? For some of you, you are contemplating, like, am I making a mistake walking away from this? Should I make it work? Should I try to give it a go? So Taurus, I feel like for some of you, you are contemplating whether or not this is something you want to work out, that this is someone you want to be with. I feel just be careful, especially if your finances are looking really, really good. You got a lot of money coming in. Be careful that this person isn't just trying to come in because they see you, you know, building up a very beautiful financial future and they just want to tap in on some of that, right? Make sure that they can stand on their own 2 feet, that they can make their own money, that they can do what it is that they want to do, that they have a way to make their own type of money without trying to, you know, mooch off of you, right? So just be careful of that energy. What is the Judgment card here for Taurus? Yeah. I'm telling you, 5 of Pentacles, okay? So a lot of Pentacle energy. This could be you or someone around you. Also, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I do feel like someone may see you as someone who is of high value, who's got their, you know, their life together, their finances together, who really has like not just their 5-year plan, but their 10-year plan, their retirement plan, like all of this, your future is set. And I feel like whoever this person may be doesn't have nearly as much stability when it comes to, you know, material and financial and physical means to create a life for themselves. I feel like they may see you as their ticket out of the hood, their ticket out of poverty, their ticket out of wherever it is that they are at. You've got nice things. They'd like a few of that. They'd like a, you know, they like a little of that. They want you to share the wealth. And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with that in a true, loving, caring, supportive relationship where you guys have each other's backs, there is a problem with someone who sees you living your best life, creating all this wealth, opportunity, abundance, and decides, well, now's the perfect time to come back into Taurus's life because they got it going on and I want some of that, right? 5 of Pentacles. They're coming at you, trying to make you feel bad because you're not giving them the time of day, because you've moved on, because you're doing something else. And, you know, it's like, how come you weren't like this when we were together? How come all of a sudden, you know, you want to be with someone else? And they're playing this like little jealousy mental head game, right? So just be mindful of that. I don't like this energy at all. 2 5s do signify you know, some change and very uncomfortable change, because it's going to come with some harsh realizations, you know, when it comes to something like that. And another 8, 2 8s, 8 of Cups, right? So you've got 2 2s, 2 5s, 2 8s. I do feel that the majority of you are like, listen, I already walked away from you. I am not looking back. No, thank you. I'm done. I am good. You know, all that crazy emotional upheaval that you put me through doesn't resonate with me now in the here and now. You may be doing some sort of manifestation work with the full moon and the new moon. Well, the new moon is coming up, I believe. And so you may have done some full moon release work. Absolutely. But the new moon would serve you right for, you know, the new beginnings and the new start and whatever it is that you're trying to create for yourself. But I do feel like you're walking away from this person. I do feel like they will also try to make you feel bad or make you feel guilty about it. But what's the advice moving on from this? Because I'm not liking this energy and I don't really want this to take over your reading. The Tower card. Okay, and the 7 of Pentacles also flew out when I left there. The Tower card. Well, what's the advice? You're about to shake them the F up when you say, yeah, no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Not interested. Okay, I've done all that I can to, you know, create some sort of life with you, to have this work for us one way or another. And, you know, we weren't on the same page, and I don't think we're ever going to be on the same page. You're literally going to be like rocking this person's world. They're going to be shocked at what you have to say. And I think that they're going to use the time that maybe you had together as a way to say, you know, how could you let all these years go by? You know, that kind of guilt type energy. But anyway, for my straight up singles, who's coming towards my wonderful Taurus friends? Who's coming towards? And you got double Scorpio here, so I don't know if that's something or someone you're interested in, but here we go. It's not necessarily, doesn't have to be a Scorpio, of course, but the Death card does say, like, death and rebirth. Your love life is about to get a supercharged visit from Spirit, because you've gotten this serious realization of what you absolutely do not want, what you're no longer going to indulge in, and that your self-worth and, you know, that energy of knowing what you deserve is very prominent here. You're not letting someone with all these, you know, red flags. That's like I'm seeing, no lie, I'm seeing like a red flag banner around this person. Okay, so like, it's obvious. I feel like that, like the minute you catch a whiff of that, you're out. You're no longer indulging in that. The Death card is really saying, like, you've put an end to that bullshit, to the fuckery from the past. You're definitely walking away from that energy, because hello, 7 of Swords, because of lies, betrayal, because of, you know, this is someone who, again, be careful if this person is coming in to take whatever it is they want from you, okay? So definitely keep that in mind, because I do feel like this person from your past may be coming towards you like they're a new person. They want to work things out with you. They don't have nearly as much to offer you as you to them, okay? And no, there's nothing wrong with someone who's still working on themselves, and, you know, that in terms of that point of view, like maybe they've gone back to school, maybe they're starting from square one, maybe they're really showing, you know, the proof is in the pudding, right? Maybe they're really showing all the hard work and healing that they've been doing. However, I feel like this person has ulterior motives. So just be careful money-wise, and how this person wants to come in and be the victim and then make you feel guilty if you don't want to help them the way they want you to help them, right? The Empress. So be careful of not, you know, of unwanted pregnancies here. This person may just come in and you know, want to have, well, let's just be real. This person may want to come in and promise you a wonderful life and, you know, let's get together, let's move in together. I'm staying at your house all the time. I feel like this person maybe doesn't really have a stable home environment, so they may be coming in and trying to stay at your house quite often, spending a lot of time with you. And I wouldn't put it past them trying to get you pregnant as a means to an end, to be a more permanent person here, okay? So just keep that in mind. Yeah, the Justice card, another major arcana here. I do feel like you have enough sense to pump homeboy's brakes, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be a male, you know, this is not gender specific, but you know what I mean? Like, it could be the other way around as well, someone trying to get pregnant by you. But I do feel like you are finally cutting the karmic ties, karmic cords here, and you're moving on to something that is what you are truly deserving of in a connection, in a relationship. Tell me, what can you tell me with the Romance Angel Oracles here? Chemistry. And let your friends help you. I feel like some of you are going to have that conversation with some friends in terms of, I don't know what to do. Should I take them back? What do you suggest? The chemistry, the physical attractiveness and chemistry between the two of you may be, you know, crazy, fun, and passionate. And I think that your friends are going to be like, don't end up knocked up. Or don't let that person get knocked up. Don't get in too deep, right? What else can you tell me for Taurus? Yeah, we've got a little bit more healing to do here. 6 of Wands. Look at all those major arcanas. So definitely a lot of shifts and changes happening in your love life. Healing and putting yourself first, and being proud of all your accomplishments and everything that you've done in spite of tough times, any type of adversity, feeling like, you know, you had a lot of healing to do, letting go. Really feeling like you've had to start your life all over again, and wiping the slate clean and forgiving yourself and trying to create a life for yourself. All for what? So that this person can come back in because they see everything that you've done without them. I'm sorry, but I feel like this person's goal is just to tear it all down and put you back in a place that made you more malleable and controllable. And, you know, I just feel like this is not a good person. So if any of you have anyone like that around you, they do have malintentions, you know. So it really is in your best interest to really do the healing work, the inner work, do what you need to do to take better care of yourself and to really build up your self-esteem, self-worth, to set those boundaries and say, no, you don't get to come into my life and do that. I do feel like some of you may be afraid of this person's anger, their angry outbursts, and they're really quick with their tongue in terms of being manipulative and trying to make you feel bad. It's really in your best interest to like put a stop to that and just never look back. For some of you, of course, I mean, do what you need to do to be safe and to let this person know that that's just no longer going to fly with you. I do feel like you have a support system. And I also feel that for some of you, you know, you have to believe that there is someone new out there for you that's really going to give you everything that you want or desire. Settling for someone who can just give you the bare minimum, if that, for the time being, is slowing down and delaying the person that is right for you from coming in. What else does Taurus need to know? Eight of Swords, Four of Swords. See, like, you're really thinking like you cannot leave, you can't go, maybe take a break. I don't know what to do. How do I do this? Let your friends help you. If the physical chemistry is what's keeping you there, right? That's, what about the emotional part? What about the love? What about the care and nurture and, gosh, the self-respect and the respect for each other? I just feel like this feels like all kinds of bad vibes all around. So if you are going through this, I'm sending you so much love and strength and healing, because you're going to end up going through this never-ending toxic cycle with this person. What messages of love do you have for Taurus? The card of Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. You also have the card of Patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. Passion. Try something you've never done before. And True Love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. That may be what you have for this person, and so it's hard to leave them. But I feel that the type of love they may be offering you doesn't measure up to everything you can offer them. Okay, so let me pull another. Actually, let me grab this deck over here. Taurus dealing with this type of energy. What's going on with this person's energy, this type of energy? Yeah, so listen, this feels like they're building up a very clear fairy tale, fantasy land type dreamy energy, right? They're trying to play themselves up to be everything you've ever wanted, but then you have yet to see real results. You may be hearing certain confessions that maybe they've never said to you before, like, I've always known you're the one, or I just knew that we would eventually get back together. I could just see us together forever. But I feel like their words and their behavior are just completely different. Unexpected message, unveiling, justification. I feel like they may be justifying the reason why you should take them back, right? But there's a big shock and upheaval. I mean, the Tower card came out, and this card confirms it. There's a lot of, it feels like trouble in paradise here. So just be careful, because I feel like there is more than meets the eye with this person. I'm just going to be real with the energy that I'm feeling. I do not trust this energy. Solitary, withdrawn, lonesome, and single. And maybe some of you that have gone through the healing work have felt like You're not used to the solitary energy. You're not used to it. You may be feeling lonely. You're not quite sure what to do, where to go from here. I feel like some of you are just like thinking of, you know, how much you miss having someone there with you, that you're willing to take them back. So let me have some positive and uplifting messages for Taurus to heal, to have the strength and courage, to have the clarity that they need moving forward. What does Taurus need to know? The clarity moving forward. You guys are not going to believe this. I wish I knew how to do like slow motion on video editing, but I am not the most techiest person, guys. But I am going to slowly bring it out, right? Let's go back a few seconds and watch that in slow motion, right? When I said what positive messages, advice, messages of clarity on how they need to heal or handle this. Well, point blank, Spirit said, Spirit spoke. That card literally flew out. 8 of Cups. You have this card twice, and you also have this card twice, the Star card. Deep, deep healing will happen when you walk away, when you separate and detach from this situation, from this person, from this energy, from this scenario. Some of you may need to do some Reiki energy clearing. You may need to go on a spiritual journey to do some healing, to do some grounding work. You may need to go, you know, towards a body of water that will help give you that cleansing and rejuvenation that you may need. Definitely feel like some of you may need to disconnect altogether, like no social media, no cell phones, like literally fall off the face of the earth for the weekend where nobody can get in touch with you, just so you can find yourself back to you, right? What else for Taurus? Yep. You all, listen, this is a different deck, hon, okay? Same card again. The Strength card came out twice. But another major arcana of the Devil card. And this is really highlighting the energy of you needing to really hold on to the inner strength, the inner you, your inner being. Ask for your spirit guides, guardian angels to really give you that strength that you need moving forward to cut ties with, you know, codependent partners or, you know, controlling, narcissistic, emotionally, mentally manipulative partners. Whoever this may have been in your life, my God, it feels like there are layers of this person's toxic energy around you, like dragging you down, holding you back. You may be feeling like there's a lot of heaviness that comes with that energy. It just feels very, very harsh. So Taurus or Taurus cross watcher, apply it to your situation. I just feel like there's a lot of manipulative energy, evil eye energy, people not wanting this to work, or people not wanting you to succeed or be in a better place for you, okay? So are there any other messages? I mean, this reading has already gone way too long, but I didn't want to leave you with a negative message or, you know, to give you something so pessimistic. I mean, you've got to know that you'll be okay. You've got to know that you can count on yourself, and you've got to know that the universe, spirit has your back, right? What are the next steps for Taurus to take? Yeah. I mean, hello, 10 of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Page of Wands. It's quickly, let's put an end to this, like now, ASAP. Say what you gotta say, cut ties, the end, and start embarking on a new journey. Start finding the passion, the zest for life, and creating something new, something good for you. I feel like even if you got some good news, you couldn't enjoy it because this person's energy is so strong and heavy. It just feels like this person's got a lot of negative blockages around them, and everywhere they go, they exude a heavy burden type energy around them, okay? So I hate to, you know, as much as I didn't want it to be about that type of energy, Taurus, I'm going to tell you, If it took over your reading, it's because the universe, spirit wants you to really take note, really pay attention, that you can't let this person invade your energy any longer. Put up some, boundaries, protect yourself, do the shielding, the protective work, cleansing, clearing, cord cutting, whatever it may be, and just take a deep breath and be ready for a brand new chapter filled with love and happiness. The moment that you decide this no longer resonates with you, this no longer belongs in my energy, in my present or my future, the past is the past. And as much as this person is gonna cause an upheaval, a crazy storm of darkness and negativity, you cannot live your life in fear. I'm sending you guys so much love, strength, and support to have the strength and the courage to really do what's best for you, Taurus. Look out for yourself. Definitely put yourself first. Call onto your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your gatekeepers, your protectors, Archangel Michael. Ask them to clear away these energies, these entities, these ties, these people. Do the release work and don't be afraid of who falls away from your vicinity when you finally say, universe, the people that are not meant for me, that are not for my highest good, I'm asking you to remove them from my life. Don't be surprised at who walks away, who falls away. Okay, I'm sending you guys so much love. Have a wonderful rest of the month. Happy Valentine's Day. Take care. Bye.